I've read the comments. Scotty, what the heck's been going on with good old Orange Crush? She moves under her own power. She ain't coming bad, man. She's coming along pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Good, 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 good. Pretty good. I now am working with Summit. Some of you guys know this. I now have a promo code that you guys can use. I'll put down in the comments section a link that you can use to get into Summit. Then use this promo code, project, and this is gonna give you guys savings. Every time you spend $100, $500, $1,000, anything like that, it's gonna knock off like $20, $50, $80. It's gonna save you guys some money. So hit that promo code, save some money and save some coin on your hot rod, and then come back and check out the rest of this video. First upgrade before this thing hits the road, man, is the cooling. Look at this thing. I mean, this thing's seen better days. That has definitely seen better days. So we're upgrading it now. Ended up going through Summit and picked up this really nice all-star radiator, a nice Be Cool fan. This thing, you guys, not gonna have a problem cooling that thing. You could even have a frickin' 540 in it. With this combination, you're still gonna be able to cool it down. So, got that in right now. I still got to get the top cover. We're doing a chrome one, hook up radiator hoses and all that. But that's the first thing that I want to address. Number two is what I'm literally walking over right now is all of that big stain that you see inside here. That's gasoline. There is the frickin' hole that I said the strap. They ended up trying to do some patch crap. Yeah, see what I'm saying? They ended up trying to do some like crappy patchwork on this to seal that frickin' hole up. Don't. Just buy another gas tank, man. Just buy another gas tank. So I got the new gas tank in it, new sending unit in it as well, because you got your little filter on the end. That gas tank, I guarantee, was rusty. So that problem, cha-ching, solved. Drop my spacer. I'm switching over the alternator right now. Now, if you guys have never done a one-wire alternator, it's literally all of that. One wire. This one wire goes to the starter, which is the positive battery cable, and all it's gonna do is just sit there and charge your battery. That's it. The other version, you're gonna have a wire coming off the back, but then there's also gonna be some more wires that go into your stock fuse box, and half the time you're trying to run it through there, and this is just a direct source. Plus the fact that we're going from I believe it's a 70 amp to a 100 amp, and everything else in between to be able to make sure we're getting a good charging system. On the wiring on this thing, oh my gosh. I just got done doing everything, fans hooked up, and the fire hazard that was gonna happen in the interior was inevitable. And I'm gonna show you what was going on here. Oh, Miss Ding Dong Daisy, how you doing, baby? What's up, Daisy? Oh, how you doing, baby? Oh, Miss Daisy. Oh, yeah. How you doing, honey? Okay. Hi, Daisy. How you doing, baby? No? You want to go get your ball? Go get your ball. Go get your ball. Okay. All right. Well, here. Give me your ball. Well, no, you can't drive. Give me your ball. Okay, you ready? Whoop. Go get it. All that crap I ended up cutting out from underneath this dashboard. They had stuff wired in. Let me grab my light. They had stuff wired in this thing where off your fuse box, you normally have a place that you can draw power from. We all know that. So if you want to run maybe like one thing, a fan, maybe a fuel pump, something like that, you can pull power off your fuse box. What you do not do is take it and splice it like this into 3 different sections. So you're going to run like a fuel pump, a water pump, and a fan, and literally just take them and just twist them together and tape it all together and think you're perfectly fine with no relays, nothing like that. That, my friends, is a fire hazard waiting to just and burn your freaking car down. So I went through, redid the wiring. Now he's just got the one switch for the fan that we're running off there. And yes, we got a relay hooked up there. So now I got to go back into the gas tank area. I got to hook up some fuel line. I got this stuff right here. We're going to hook that up to the stock fuel line going into the sump. And then the gas tank, lickety split, is all hooked up and ready to rock and roll. So we're closing the gap on this thing. And then I got the brakes done. So we got this hooked up. So now he's got his power brakes. Are the brakes good? I have no clue. She moves under her own power. Granted, there's no throttle cable. So you happy to see it outside?
Yes.
The idle's a little high, but she sounds good. We'll get it back inside, we'll get that throttle cable back on, and then we will take it for its maiden voyage around the block. Look at that, we are ready to rock and roll. Throttle cable's all hooked up, ready to go. That looks so much better than what it did in the first time around. If you guys remember what this first looked like 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, this looked like dog shit. That's right, not just dog shit, dog shit. That's right, this thing looked like ass. Now we got it to where it's about roadworthy. We're gonna find out. So now I'm gonna take this thing out just outside the garage, make sure the brakes are kind of working, oil pressure's good. It's not pissing and leaking and blowing, you know, spitting ass out the exhaust and all that. That we get a green light before we start nailing it down and doing big smoky burnouts and trying to, you know, take the thing to $6 grand and all that. We're gonna take baby steps first. It's its maiden voyage. At least I would say to anybody, go at least 5 miles before you start hammering the crap out of this thing. Make sure, get it up to operating temperature, that there's no problems first. Because if you start hot rodding it and being stupid and crazy and all that stuff, you're gonna make problems if there's something there. Well, that didn't go as frickin' planned. I have a dirt crushed asphalt driveway. The thing won't even slide if you hit the brakes as hard as you can. It is horrible. I didn't even make it 20 feet. All right, here we go. I found the leak that we are having. Here, let me get the light turned on here. All right, and there it is, right there. You can see how rotted all the rest of this crap is back here. So, I mean, we are all the way from there to there. Oh, I don't see anything here up front. In this section in here, I'm not really seeing anything. You know, that's just water right there from, you know, the tires spinning on it and all that. So pretty much what I'm seeing is this has got to be the reason why. Right there. Yep. That is definitely the reason why we're having brake problems in the back. So I will say this, we are not going to be able to get the thing out and do its maiden voyage. Sorry guys, not in this episode, unfortunately. I have to make a phone call to John, who owns Cheap Date, or owns Orange Crush. I got to call John and find out what he wants to do, because there's going to be a multiple version of what we can actually do. Put your foot down on the brake, you hear this hiss, like shh, you let off and it's gone. That right there tells me that the brake booster itself is got a rip in it, it's torn, whatever. The vacuum that the motor's pulling, it's not going to build up the booster to actually make power brakes work correctly. So the booster's junk. Okay, here's the other thing. If it's been sitting for 2.5 years, and like I said, the master cylinder, the rear section, was completely bone dry. The front section, which would be about probably that much, was about that much. It was almost gone. So I want to double check the front section as well, look at those lines. I got to pull the wheels off and all that stuff. So this could get costly really fast. The brake booster, master cylinder, it's a new proportioning valve with lines that go on it as well. I would do that, and then I would chop out that rear section and just put brand new brake line in that rear section. So let's just say 2 feet. After that, I would then go through, bleed the whole brake system, and it could still need rotors and pads and calipers, and it still possibly might need all that stuff. I don't know, I'm not in that deep yet. But even doing that, you're looking at, you know, could be $400 or $500 just in parts. And that's the minimum. The maximum would be the rotors, the pads, the calipers, and all that. And then, hey, do you want to move into just a better brake system completely? That is the phone call that me and John are going to have. And I'm going to hold off on the car until he and I have that conversation. So it's going to now be going back onto the mighty Monte Carlo, good old cheap date, and we're going to put in that nitrous programmable controller. So if you guys want to check that out, make sure you hit the subscribe button. You'll be able to see that one coming down the pipeline here very, very soon. I'm sorry we couldn't get Orange Crush out on the road and all that, but guys, we got to have brakes working right. I will see you in the next one, my friends. So take care. Woo!